himself that unveiled either more uncertainty or possibly the uncertainties around just general finances in the current environment, maybe putting some pressure on M&A deals, right? Merger, ooh, my ampersand skills are going to come out here. How do we draw it? How do we draw it? Let's come in with a little bit of a, where is that darn thing? There it is. I'm referencing my keyboard. I'm sort of cheating. This, and then we have this, and I always make the left side a little bit too weak. That's a pretty balanced one. That's a pretty balanced one. That might have to go in a textbook there. M&A activity slowing down. That's pretty darn good. Typically, when you rush through that, right, the classic thing that always happens is you get something silly that's totally imbalanced. That is a pretty balanced ampersand. Love that. If anyone wants to auction it off, the bidding will start at 3,000 likes. Okay. JP Morgan, financial sector, opening a little bit weaker than the initial pop to the upside. Let's quickly rip through a couple of these charts here. Let's go MS for Morgan Stanley. Precipitous drop off here out of Morgan Stanley. That's not helping the case. Let's go WFC, Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo dropping off for a gap down this morning. That's no bueno. How about BlackRock, BLK? BlackRock, come on. In range, but certainly lower. Not sustaining any higher prices. Was it BN? Is it BNY for Bank New York? I don't want BlackRock New York Municipal. I want, what is it? Are they really going to make me reference the calendar? I suppose they are. Let's go back over here. What is it? BK. BK. Should have known better. It's BK. BK. There we go. Big downside push out of BK. All right, so financials, XLF is a sector, not shocking to see that. Neutral to lower, back underneath and inside of its range here. No open on the JP Morgan push to the upside over this 46.40. That is of concern, and once again, the mergers and acquisitions slowdown is probably the cited reason for that. Let's finish up on Netflix, and then we have about a minute and 30 seconds to go until the bell goes ding, ding, ding. We'll take a look through the market internals. We'll hang out here for the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll start to prepare for the news headline, University of Michigan, at the 10 o'clock time frame, and we'll send you on your way from that point. All right. Netflix. We are opening in the midpoint of this chunk of consolidation. I really don't like this. I don't like Netflix. I've been saying I don't like Netflix in here. Anybody who bought $8.97 yesterday, kudos. Great spot for a possible higher low. The level makes sense. I don't know that I want to interact with Netflix in the middle of this range. Netflix has almost become one of these things where it's either flying high in its trend, and remember that, sort of post-earnings thing over here. Like, that's decent, but this is, Netflix is not really floating the fancy recently for that stuff. All right, let's jump it over to the ES futures. 40 seconds to go until the ding, ding, ding. ES underneath that 5,300 here, as we've been saying the last little bit. The 10-year yield putting pressure on the market to the downside with bonds falling off of a cliff, and the pressure remains. So we'll watch to see how this stuff opens. You guys know the deal. I typically send out a shot of the market internals off the open. That will not change. We're going to do that here even as we remain live for the first 5, first 15, first 20, however long it takes to settle in here off the open. All right, a couple things going on in the chat as we get to about 5 seconds to go here until the ding, ding, ding. Large Michael with the 5. I started watching the stream when I worked as a barista and was learning to paper trade. Tip the Penthouse barista on me. Would you look at that? The come up has come full circle. That's sweet. I'm glad, that means you've been here for a while. I'm assuming you've been here for a little while. So awesome. Markets are officially open. We have Kahia with the 2 in the chat. Marissa, the barista. Above that, we had Brian Good with the 4.99. Should hire the barista named Crystal for our crystal ball. And what else? Did I miss anything else? I want to make sure we get to it all. Everybody gets their acknowledgement before we move along here. Brad
Yo,
Whitley joining as a
stocks
floor trader, and
5150.
Vladimir
All right, we're gonna pause
joining
this
as
trade
a
brigade.
floor
Shout
trader.
out to the
Welcome
trade
to both of
brigade.
you.
So the market is open, and well, we don't pause and
Thanks for joining the crew this morning.
we'll mute him.
And that's that. A Trip said earlier, I'm not sure how that message came out so jumbled.
Yeah. So I got trade brigade on, and I'm piggybacking. And today, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm going to trade So let's check this out. Let's see what he says. The opening internals.
25. The advanced decline line volume, sorry, the not advanced decline line volume, but the volume flows are technically here at the zero line. Everything's so skewed because of yesterday's massive outflow. Let's do this just so we can see it, point to it. This breath ratios are currently very, very mild at negative 1.14 to 1 on the NYSE, 1.69 to 1 positive on the NASDAQ, negative 1.25 Russell. We've got an advanced decline line still opening near the zero line, regardless of my jumbled pointing at volume. It was still technically true. We're near the zero line out of the advanced decliner. The index score is technically red out of the gates. A little bit of an upper wick here out of the opening move on the ES off of 5,300. Not enough for me to say, we're 60 seconds, almost 120 seconds into the day. Shorting it now is like, okay, quick draw McGraw. Better have a stop over high of day or something like that. That's not the system I trade. So there's your internals. I would say that they lean neutral this morning relative to what we've been seeing here recently. We've taken a screenshot of that. Let's post that to our good friends over in the Discord just in case they are not here with us live still, which is A-okay. Internals for the opening reference.
All right, so that was Trade Brigade. Shout out to them. That dude Matt, man, he has like the best charts. And today is Friday. We closing out, and I'm gonna talk through these trades. Some of this stuff I'm gonna do on my E-Trade platform, which I don't have showing live. But right now, what I'm looking at is Nvidia, and I want to do a cover call on Nvidia. Nvidia, let's see. Let's pull Nvidia up so y'all can see what I'm looking at. I'll pull Nvidia up. Go to the chart. All right, so Nvidia right now is sitting at 108, 108.36. And so what I'm thinking about doing is doing a cover call. The high for it yesterday was Nvidia's high yesterday. Today's range was 107.9 to 109.20. Yesterday the high was 110. So my thoughts on this doing this cover call, I want to do it on a 0D expiration so it expires today and see if I can snatch a quick $50 out of the market. If I can do that and do it consecutively over the course of the market, 52 weeks in a year, and I think it's 40 trading weeks, I believe. I don't know. But if I can do it every week, though, 52 weeks in a year, if I can do it for 40 weeks consistently, excuse all the noise in my chair. But if I can do it consistently with my with this cover call, that'll bring me in about 2 G's, you know? And if I can make 2 G's, guess what? That's 2 G's, right? So I'm trying to do that. Oh yeah, you see how I'm looking up for some music for y'all too. But if I can bring up get 2 G's, then if I can get 2 G's out of this, hey, money is money, right? It all spends. That's what the plan is. Make that smaller. So right now I'm sitting at, like I said, on Nvidia, it's at 108.73, 77.85. So it's bouncing back up now. I'm gonna wait. This is the first 5 minutes we're in right now. And so that's the range that we have. Um, I think what I'll do is do one that has a delta of like a 14 or 15 delta. Well, a point, or maybe a 20. Maybe I'll do, because that's going for 112 is going for 60. If I do 113, that'll give me 42. Play it safe. So I think I'll do like a seven. This is a 17 delta is 42, and I'll sell one on that. So right click, and we're gonna do sell to open for 40. Right. I mean, y'all can't see what I'm doing on this platform, but so I have one that's open right now. Oh no, I don't even have it open. What did I do? Go back. All right, so I'm gonna do 112. Ah, shit. I think I bought a call instead of what did I do? Man, dang on E-Trade got me. I bought one instead of selling one. I bought a call. All right, so I bought it for 63 and it is at 68 right now, so I'm gonna sell this mug at um so let's go back here and we're gonna sell this call for 70 cents. Sell the close. I don't want to stay in this. It says 64, one limit, so 70. All right, so I didn't mean to buy that call. So I need to right click, sell to open. I need to sell to open. All right, so what I had open, what I had messed up was I had you can't see this, but I didn't have the conditions open right. I had it on basic. That's why I bought a contract instead of selling. So stuck in a contract now. Now I'm in a call. So I'm gonna sell to open one call, expiration 11, and what strike price did we say? Think we said 112. Yeah. No, we'll do 113. All right, so I got out of that call though for a quick little $6. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see. Nvidia's running up a little bit. So let's see. Stripe, we'll do 115. We'll do 115. 115 would give me $18, but I don't think it's gonna go up to 115. But I could play a little bit more closer. Oh wait, as I speak, Nvidia's at 109.60. Let's see how high it goes before it pulls back before I enter this play. Yeah, 109.60, 109.50. If it bounces, if it pulls up, like I said, this was the high right here was 109.77. So the high's been, what is Nvidia's high for today? Nvidia's high for today is 109.77. All right, so we are at 109.62 and we are pulling back. I'm still going strong. This is Friday, so I probably could have stayed in that call, but that's not what I was trying to do. So, all right, okay. So it met some resistance right there. Same level, 109. That was good. So it's pulling back. Okay, so I'm going to enter a 113, 113, and I'll do it for, $40, right? Yep, I'll do it for $40. Okay, so I'm in a call. I mean, I'm selling an Nvidia a cover call for 40 and it expires today. So that should give me, if everything goes well, if this doesn't, I have a 113 call. So the method on that is, all right, let me focus over here with y'all now. So what I don't want to happen is I don't want Nvidia to go above 113 at the end of the day. Now that's going to be tricky and that's going to be risky, but that's what I want. Right now, I think I got it for $50 and the ask is 52. So if I can hold out, if it can stay underneath 113, and it hadn't been at 113, let's see. Let's go back and see. Uh go back. Man, really. Oh, look, it's starting. Look at this 110. Good thing I didn't keep it too close. Yesterday's high was 110. So we'll see what this one is. But as long as it stays underneath 113, that's what I need, and then I'll get my $50. All right. That's what we want. Now, if it doesn't, let's say how covered calls work. If it doesn't, if it goes above 113 and say it goes to like 115, then I could get called away and I lose my shares for 113. So somebody be buying it for a discount. That's how a covered call will work. But so I wanted to stay underneath 113 and this is playing it close. I'm just learning about this Nvidia though. But that was the whole purpose of purchasing those shares. Um, so far so good. We're at a negative 44%. But I mean, they just started. It's still early. So we'll see how it goes. And it is Friday. Market just turned green. S&P is at a +5 right now. So 0.1%. But that worked out. It went up to 110 and it pulled back. So that worked out good for me. So as long as it stays underneath 113, I should be good to go. But it looks like it's bouncing again. There it is. I might use these ticks over here on this platform and trade on my E-Trade platform. Let's see if I can't snatch something with the SPY. Let's see. Mm, SPY is moving pretty slow, and it's just chopping right there. Nvidia seemed to have a little bit more movement, didn't it? So maybe I'll stay with the Nvidia. We're at 110 right now. So I could do a put, right? That's a little bit much. That's 100. I don't want to exhaust all my little Oh yeah, I need to change accounts. All right, so I'm switching over to my Stocks 5150 account now. And I think we're gonna trade some Nvidia. So we're gonna do, yeah, so it looks like it hits 110 and then it goes out. So let's chart that. Let's see a put. So we'll do a 110 put on Nvidia. Let's set this up. All right, 110 put. 110 put is going for the bid and the ask is 149. So that has been trading between it's going down. Uh, so it started off the market open and the 110 put was at 350 and now it's at 149. And the market is going up. The market is green now. I don't think I should play that put unless we hit 110 again. If we hit 110, oh, there it is. So it's at 110 and it's at 148. Then it goes down 153. So 148 to 153. That's what that looks like. That's only 157. Okay, that's $10. Okay, so let's go look at the calls. And it hits 109 and bounces. Nvidia 109, that's showing 200. So a 111 call, if I played a 111 call, that's going anywhere between 75 and 125. Hmm. All right, so that's starting to come back down. Looks like it'll hit like 90, 88. All right, so we'll put an order in for this for 80. Let's do it over here. We'll do it where you can see it. So we're gonna do a call for 80. See trade on Nvidia, 0 DTE. Wait, I need to set this chart up so I can see. All right, yo. So what I'm doing is I'm setting this up so I can trade Nvidia today over here. And so I want to have the chart up, watch Nvidia on 2 time frames, and watch it on the ticks. And I'm gonna watch it on the, and then I'm gonna set it for the trade. So, all right, I need to make this where this, nope, not like that. All right, yo. So what I was doing is trying to get these charts. This screen's looking right like I want them. Also, I'm going to watch my chart on this one. I think that's small as I can make that window. But I'm gonna trade calls, so all right, so what was I looking at? A 110, a 111 call, a 111 call, and it was for 80. I was going for 118, 120, yeah. So put in to get that at 80. All right, so I put an order in to catch this 111 call at 80. If it goes back down to 80, and then I'll set the order. We can see here it went as high as, so far what I see, is just gone as high as 143. So we'll see if we can catch some once it hits that, and if we can catch it going back up. All right, let's go back to the chart. All right, so Nvidia is bouncing, going down, and at the moment, that's what I want. I want it to go down. So I need that position to get a little lower. If it can hit 180, hit 80, I mean. It's at 116 now, 100, 110. 80 is like me really. You really want to try not to get into any positions before 10 a.m., because of just how random it all is. And even with it being at 80, I could be getting in too soon. But I'm hoping to catch it. And then if it pulls back and I get out at like maybe 130, 120. All right, so we're at 100, 109 now. I like the way Nvidia is moving. I gotta say, it's moving. If I was a sniper, I could have got that 100 and then got like 110. Now I'm at 12, but I'm not a sniper. It's going down, but it's not going down where I need it. I need it back down to like 109. So this level that I put it in at for 80, it really hasn't been 80 since, bro, it hasn't been 80 since 935. It may not touch 80. So I may not even get filled on that order. And that's okay. Just don't wanna like I said, if I get 80 and then get filled at 80 and then so ride it back up if that happens. So far, it looks like we hanging around right at 110 as far as Nvidia goes. Just hit a high 110.69. So we're working on that position. Mid price is 124. I have a limit for 80. My SPX, I'm up on that today. This is for today. Overall, I think I'm still down, but we're at 52.78 and showing them up 11%. But I have that XPX position. How long? What is this? I've been in it for 4 days. And my delta is 32, 32.92. Mid is at 370. Yeah. Still got time. Still got time. I got a 25. It's at 328. So yeah. Nothing major. I'm hoping to catch that the end of April, like a run up. And if we go back up to like say 50, I don't know, 55 or something like that, then we hit 55 and then I get paid a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit. May 20, what's this right here? Oh, this is good. This is that Nvidia call. Oh yeah, I did an Nvidia. I forgot. I did a 135 Nvidia call yesterday, and I have that for I'm at 20. I'm at 22% on that. So, but that expires at the end of May. And I think yeah, I said I was gonna get out of that position at the end at the end of the month, end of April. So yeah, I'm gonna work with Nvidia for a while, see how that works for me. But up 20% today. These P&Ls, these percentages, they look good, but these are daily. I wonder if if I'm able to change this and see the P&L for, let's see, P&L for the day, days since open, days to expiration, P&L open, P&L open, P&L year to date. I'm gonna do the P&L percent. Um, put that up here. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. All right, so this is the P&L day, P&L open, P&L percent for the day. All right, so my SPX is up. Oh, what happened? Yeah, Nvidia. So I just got that call. It dropped down to 180. So now that means that we're dropping. Yes, market's going down. Nvidia's going down. Time now is 10:03. So what I'm gonna do now, let's see, manage this wisely. What I do know is that we were as high as we were as high as 140 on that. But I'm not gonna push that. I'm gonna do I'm gonna wait for the bounce and see. My Nvidia, what is that? That's this one right here. Yeah, so see it's at 73.75. That's why I hit. And the low today, I started to do that. The low was 75. That was what it was at the open. But oh well, live and learn. I'm always doing that. So we're gonna catch this bounce and we'll do a close on this. We went as high as 143. 143 is what I see. 134, 126. All right, so we went as high as one with some good volume. It was 137. So I'm gonna do 135. All right. Oh, look at that. It's running up now, Daddy. All right, bro. So we're gonna put this order in. We'll close it for 30%. 30%. 30% takes you to 104. What did I say? I said we went as high as 134. So we're gonna go to 130. Because we went as high as 143. So if I do 130, I said 135. We'll do 130. Yeah, we'll keep it. We won't be too greedy. All right, so I got an order in now for 130. And I'm gonna play while we're down. I should look and see what my puts are looking like. What are these 110 puts? These 110 puts are like 190 now, $2. Bro, should have got one when it was 157. All right, so we're at 109 right now, so I need to be over here on the calls. So we're gonna hold with that. We're at 85, coming back up. So I'm watching the 110 put, and I'm watching the 110 put and the 111 call, right? The 110 put and the 111 call, those are the two that I plan on playing today. So basically like doing a strangle. 110 put. Actually, what did I do? I did a 111. I did a 111 call, and I'll do a 111 put. But I was thinking I said a 110 put. Yeah. So the put, I'll wait for that to go back up. That went as high as well, has been as high as $3.50 when the market first opened. Right now it's at 140. But we seem to be sitting at that 110 level. So since 10 o'clock, we have been like right here at $2. So from 2 to 150, right? On this 110 put 2 to 250. So like I could get this now and get $50 whenever it starts going back down again. But I'm gonna wait. Oh, there it is. See, I could have snatched that. All right, 153. Like I said, this has been as high as $3. So I could get this one for like, and it's been as low. Let's play something like a 107. See what that's been. Let's look at this 107. 107 is at 60 right now, and it was up to $1 earlier. That'll be $40 right quick. All right, so we got one in got us a put of 107. Over here on our call, we're at 121. I think I put in 130. See what the order is on this. The order on that one is Nvidia. Yeah, 130. Yeah, so the P&L says, oh, wait a minute, open percent. Yeah, okay, so this is the P&L open. So you see, my my options on my futures contracts are not doing so hot, but my Nvidia stuff is popping right now. So overall, I'm up 20%. Um, I got this one at 48. Could close out as 36. That would be 36. But I'm looking for that to be more. Like I said, I got this one right here. This is today. Yeah, I got this one for 130. That's the April 11th. That's that call. The put, the 107 put. Oh, I didn't even hear that one take place, but it did. So I'm already in that one. So I need to set an order for that. It says 78. What was that? The 107 put. I think I said $1. So I set this for $1. Right? Close it. Set it for one. All right, cool. So I got confused, man. I'm literally I trade on E-Trade most of the time, and I got my E-Trade open on one screen on one computer, and I got my Tasty Trade over here, and I'm trying to get used to Tasty Trade. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do it. I'm gonna do more over here. Well, the main objective for me is I'm working towards trading futures. I just got to get my money up, and that'll come. It'll come in time. But I'm trying to do it the hard way. I'm actually trying to get the money up here to where I can buy a futures contract and then probably just like lose it all. But over here, so we got our May 3rd option, and we got an order in for 130, and we have our I mean, this is our April 11th. Sorry, we got it out for 130, and we have our other April 11th put. We got our order in for $1. So we're sitting in the middle on both, but oddly enough, I'm green on both. And I could just take it and close the call out and take that $24. That's 31%, 35%, um, 130. But I'm gonna be patient and see how it's gonna play out. Cause I historically I would put it in to go for 30%, so get in and get out, get 30% gains. You can't get that at the bank. But lately I've been being a little greedy. And what I'm doing too is I'm looking at the range of where we were or what it went to. Like this put, it went as high as it has been as high as $1.60. But with the market, and the market is pulling back right now. So yeah, that call, I might get out of that. I don't want to be scared though. I think I got enough time and enough room to let both of them play out. And that's what we're gonna do. Because on the put, I'm sitting at 77, 73, 30 more cents. And the call sitting at 98, 101. Yeah, it's really crazy. They're both agreeing. But it's because I'm basically got a strangle. So if we look here, let's go to the trade. This is a strangle. Tight. What you see here, this is my range. So we'll see how that goes. Sitting in the middle right now. So we're up 0.2% today so far on the S&P 500. What else we got? Yeah, today's an Nvidia day. I'm pretty much gonna just trade Nvidia. Yeah, so I'm up 200% on this SPX. Pretty good. Dang, what is this position anyway? I have it working for 25, so I wanted that one. I want to get if I get that 25, I think that'll bring me like $1,800. That's what I'm waiting on. And that's April 30th. Like I said, I got time. So see, so P&L for the day. I wonder if I could change that to where it'll show P&L total. I'm positive I can. P&L gain, P&L open. All right, bring it up. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got P&L open. So we got $250 on that on this SPX, and that's up 200%. And Nvidia overall, we're at $34. We're up 13%. Our E-mini contract, negative $35 and negative 9. I think I need to leave this open because the day that gets confusing because you're thinking that you're doing good, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. And I probably could take away this P&L for the day. Nah, I'll keep that on there. I'm gonna reorder this stuff though. All right, so percent P&L open change. Got rid of that. So P&L from the open. Okay, so now we got the P&L from the open, P&L for the day, and P&L day percent change. I like having a P&L percent. I need to put that back on there. So we got P&L day, P&L percent, P&L per day, percent, P&L open. So I need P&L open percent. It's this one, P&L day. What happened to it? P&L percent. P&L open, P&L open. Is that it? All right, let's see. All right, so we just had Nvidia filled. Which one? So I still got my call. So that was the put. So the put hit. Yeah, it's sitting at $1.05. Bam. So that worked out. So that put is on the rise now. And this call, let's see, what are we at? Oh, we're negative. The market is negative now. So I got this call. And I'm sitting at 57. I could get out of here, back out, and take that $11 and call it a day. But I don't want to be too scared. It's 10:20. If by 11 o'clock it's not up, then I'll get out. I'm at 10% now. Oh yeah, this baby coming back down again. FOMO is something. So that put now it's sitting at 120, 118. But I'm out of it, so it's over. All right, so what is this? This is the P&L open with a percent bar. This is the P&L open. And then this is the P&L for the day. And then this is the percent. I don't want that percent bar. I need to change that. So P&L open with a percent bar. So P&L day close. Let's see. All right, so P&L open percent change that and bring that up to there. Hit OK. Okay, so now I got my P&L for the day percent and the P&L for the day. And I have the P&L percent for the open and the P&L open. So this is from the open and this is for the day. So overall, that's what the open is for, and then this is for the day. Uh, Trade price. Let's see something. Days to open, the IVR. I'm trying to see if what else I need over here. They got in the money probability realized today. The beta. I don't need that sector data and that probability of profit. That might would be good to see. Probably probability of profit would be like low. What's this? Okay, so this is the beta. I mean the delta. Mm, capital required. Okay. Probability of profit. So this one right here, the Nvidia, this is overall 43%. This one right here, this call is at a 21% probability of profit. Makes sense because, well, we're coming back now. What are we at now? Nvidia is at 108. Yeah. That call is back. That put us back down to 105. So we're running back up. Um, what else we got? We got, what was I thinking about? Days to expiration. These are the zero DTEs. These are the two right here. Well, this one, because that put already got out of that. Um, 23% chance. That's I mean, if you got 23% chance of living, that might make you nervous, but this is not living. This right here is a 9% chance of profit. And I got 19 days. That's crazy work, but it's up already. So I could get out. Take my green and leave, right? Take my ball and go home. I'm up 191%. How much more you want? It's a very valid question. But I also have a feeling that I got time on my side with. Yeah, I'll get out of that later. All right, so we have 50 on this. What is Nvidia doing? Let's take a look. Let's go to the charts. Nvidia's at 108. Yeah, so now I need it. Now what I need Nvidia to do is to work against me. I need Nvidia to go up Not too high, but maybe just about 110. So if it pulls back and pops up to 110, then that'll be, yeah. You can see here my P&L for the year to date. I am at a negative 145. Yeah, that's exactly how good I'm trading. Yeah, that's going down. I think I done got into negative on that now. Yes, I'm at a negative 41%. But I'm stubborn. I'm gonna hold out. I ain't getting out. I got that order for 130, and I'm because I feel Nvidia. I don't feel. I shouldn't say nothing about my feelings. I think Nvidia will bounce. Let's look at this from a different one. A different. So you can see here today, the high of the day was 110.89, and the low has been we hit 107 and we bounced. Yeah, so see, we hit 107, 107.77, 107.56, and we bounced. We could be coming back down to touch that again. We're at 107, 107.81. We hit 107.56 and bounced. So we're floating right there at 107. Now, see, now would be time to double up on that call, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going one at a time. I'm not going to put good money behind bad because looking at this overall, right now, see, the overall market, we're in a downtrend. See this? So we had a high, uh, boom, boom. See, we're making lower lows. You see that? So actually, that call would not be a good idea right now, unless you believe that it's gonna bounce. It hits the 200 and bounces and comes up. And just looking at the Ikimoku, it looks like it could turn around slightly, kind of flat. And that's crossing up and over. Yeah, we shall see. Let's give it back a little bit more movement. Yeah, see, we're trending below the 200. There it is. If we can stay up above that, then that call will be back in play. But it's a long ways away from that. Well, not too far. There we go, 108. Let's see what my position looking like now. 46. So because we dropped down and we got time now working against us, what did I trade this? What did I get this one for? I got it for 80. I don't want to do anything rash right now. But let's take a look at that. This is a 111 call. Yeah, we're sitting at 50 right now. and we have not pushed up past, and it's light volume where we at. So we could fall more further. Um, we got a lot of volume up there at 125, 130. I'm gonna hold out for it, leave that order in at 130. If I don't make it over there, over here on this side, then I'll make it over here on the other side because my covered call that I sold, that I'm in, the order that I'm in already, the covered call, that account, let's see. Yeah, that cover call on that account, it's up 43%. Nice. My account overall is red though. I should buy some more Riot too. Riot is under $7, but I'm I am out of funds to be perfectly honest with you with all this market dropping and stuff. Yeah. I gotta get ready to go to sleep, man. I'm getting ready to leave y'all with some music. And whatever happens with that one happens. You know what I'm saying? With this Nvidia call. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right, we're starting to pull back up. So what are we bouncing off of? We're at 108. All right, it's almost 11 o'clock running into that. So I figure maybe around 11. If history helps or means anything, around 11 o'clock, we might get us a pull up, a little run up. If we get us a run up around noontime, then I'll go green. Today, though, if you look at it, we went as high as 111. What is the high? Yeah, 108, 110. And then we hit down. So we could get us another pull back up and test that 111 again today. And if we do, hopefully it's before midday and this position works out. And then I'll be 2 for 2. These other positions, again, like I said, I'm holding. I don't even have an order in for this one yet. I must have had one in for the day. Yeah. See this P&L day for the day that confuses you. You think you up pretty good on a position. In reality, you're not. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I need to have that open. And maybe I don't need to have the actual money showing, just have that, the percent. So I'll change that. Get that P&L open out of there. I could always put it back in. I'll keep this one in for the day though. I like that. I think I did that in reverse, didn't I? Yeah. So I need to have the P&L open. All right, P&L open. Have that in there, and have the P&L for the day. I don't need that in there. All right, so P&L for the percent for the day, P&L open, and the open percent. All right, I'll keep it like that now. We are falling back down again. What are we at? We're at 108.70. No, we're going up. Going up. So, like I said, I'm gonna be out I gotta go to sleep. Take me a nap. Night shift. And I had enough fun with y'all. Stocks 5150. Stocks are crazy. We're gonna put up the double chart again. We're gonna watch Nvidia and we're gonna watch SPX. We'll do the M5 contract, right? I don't know why this one ain't moving. What's going on with that? Oh, it's just froze up, not responding. All right, fair enough. I'll go to here. Get back here. Oh, that's how you detach it. All right, that was what I was looking for earlier. Was how to detach that thing. So now I got it. P&L for the day, 4%. Nvidia. But since the open, so what do I got? I'm at 109. Yeah, we're coming back up, running into 11 o'clock. I don't know if we're gonna get that high, but I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed, man, and hope that it works out for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to the charts. I'm gonna leave it on Nvidia. What y'all wanna listen to? Some hip hop or some chill out lo-fi? We'll listen to some. Yeah, lo-fi. Lo-fi it is. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this video out because I just did some trades, and I'll just call this one the Nvidia segment of it, and then I'll get back and let y'all continue. That's what I'll do for the stream, just for the algorithm. So that was like the morning, and then we'll do the latter half. Yeah, Nvidia, the market's pulling back down. Mm, we're at negative 616. Well, not, yeah, okay, we're coming back up now. Russell 2000 is sitting at 1810. We're at 5262 on this S&P 500. All right, that's it for this stream. Peace.